This is not the America that you knew. This is the new world order. Make no mistake about it. You're going to deal with military liabilities like you ain't never seen before. You're going to see shit that you ain't never seen before. You got to stay focused to see through the bullshit. Don't let these people lead you like a dog on a leash. You are not a horse.
These niggas is dumb, they ain't done enough. We got pieces that head, we gon' run it up. Stay with 245s and they double tuck. Keep them outside of the window, we bundled up. Got the bundles up, nigga stuffed up. So far up, I can cough it up. I opt down, make them cough it up. Go to the view and shoot the coffin up. These niggas is dumb, they ain't done enough. We got pieces that head, we gon' run it up. Stay with 245s and they double tuck. Keep them outside of the window, we bundled up. Got the bundles up, nigga stuffed up. So far up, I can cough it up. I opt down, make them cough it up. Go to the view and shoot the coffin up. You gotta love it. Love it. The world is full of niggas scoring ballin' on a budget. But fuck it. Shit. And am I still banging or not? I will just not discuss it. Discuss it. Cause that's not for the public. And my destiny's written $1 million been marched on a budget for fraud. Leave my house, I wipe down my 9 and I tuck it. Stay on guard from all this fuck shit. I live what I spit, I can trust it. These niggas is busters. On 183rd, where you find me at? I'm blocked when niggas get beat at. From a culture that's based on no facts, so what we say is facts, we still say it's probably that. From my cars and they fix when I go to their crib, I'm like, nigga, where's those Ferraris at? 90% this shit probably cap, 100% this shit only rap. Entertainment, do not put so much responsibility on entertainers. As for me, I just stay in my lane, cause niggas super gang banging, chain swinging, big ding ding hanging. Swinging, fuck the words that he's saying, they just following the cadence. I am not for the complaining. It takes too much energy. I need my energy combating all these frenemies. And niggas that want to see the end of me. What's a sin for them is not a sin for me. So go when I show them no sympathy. Until they show each other sympathy. Niggas empty, but ain't nothing empty in me. These niggas is dumb, they ain't done enough. We got pieces that head, we gon' run it up. Stay with 245s and they double tuck. Keep them outside of the window, we bundled up. Got the bundles up, niggas stuffed up. So far up, I can cough it up. I opt down, they gon' cough it up. Go to the view and shoot the coffin up. These niggas is dumb, they ain't done enough. We got pieces that head, we gon' run it up. Stay with 245s and they double tuck. Keep them outside of the window, we bundled up. Got the bundles up, niggas stuffed up. So far up, I can cough it up. I opt down, they gon' cough it up. Go to the view and shoot the coffin up. While niggas spending all their money living in the dark. I'm living in the days of Noah, I'm just building arts. Water coming, water rising. Is it a shortage or is it climbing? Is it a climate or niggas wildin'? Secret societies mixed with timing. Either way, I stay on topic. I can't worry about shit if I can't stop. I'm just waiting on death, I was born a hostage. Surrounded by niggas born in a garden. With they mama emotion and lacking logic. All the shit that I know is what they lack in college. And degrees that they giving is pathologic. I just fly in the sky like I'm half an object. Shit. It's really real, I really feel like that. I ain't gotta be gay just to feel like that. I ain't gotta slay things and go pill a cat. I can rebuild the world and then fill it back. Niggas locked in the cage, I ain't here for that. With that minimum wage, I can't deal with scrap. How these rappers get paid, I can't build with scrap. Ain't calm building cities, I'm just super bitty. Came from hats for Leos and Billies. No response from my city. Niggas hate me, bitches plotting to get me. Hearing Glock sounds with the top down. Niggas talk shit when I'm not around. Homie, don't play that cause I'm not a clown. I always stay on things, I'm never down. These niggas is dumb, they ain't done enough. We got pieces that head, we gon' run it up. Stay with 245s and they double tuck. Keep them outside of the window, we bundled up. Got the bundles up, niggas stuffed up. So far up, I can cough it up. I opt down, they gon' cough it up. Go to the view and shoot the coffin up. These niggas is dumb, they ain't done enough. We got pieces that head, we gon' run it up. Stay with 245s and they double tuck. Keep them outside of the window, we bundled up. Got the bundles up, niggas stuffed up. So far up, I can cough it up. I opt down, they gon' cough it up. Go to the view and shoot the coffin up.
The brave. More like the land of the thief, the home of the slave. 2 million people go missing every year. Where they disappearing to?
Where they going? Where they disappearing to? Peace and love to everybody in the building. Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. This live right here, it's going to be raw. Some people ain't going to like it, but I'm going to talk my, can I talk my shit? I'm going to talk my shit.
You're that real New York Tommy, you heard?
That's
I got Sal and Brillo with me, you know the vibe, nigga. Alright, you trendsetters. 100 on my wrist, watch me change the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, had to make a way. I told my mama move over, I'ma pave the way. 100 on my wrist, watch me change the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, I'ma make a way. I told her mommy move over, I'ma pave the way. Shark should be swimming with the fishes. Yellow diamond should be looking like I'm pissing. Still bang on a nigga Blake Griffin. Fuck a shoplift, we get a nigga lifted. All this money in a war like Yowda. If you the MMG, you know a nigga got his clout up. We gon' get it, have a count it every hour. Motor white like Tommy Red Ghost, they got the power. I've been that nigga since 9-6. Only run with trappers, killers, and convicts. Say my man kill with a smile, been calm 6. Shots at the V, we making the car flip. We lost Glizzy, and we ain't trying to lose again. Head tap him, if he move, nigga shoot again. War time, we got no picks, nigga shoot his friend. Ain't no doubling back, we can't get cool again. 100 on my wrist, watch me change the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, had to make a way. I told her mama move over, I'ma pave the way. 100 on my wrist, watch me change the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, I'ma make a way. I told her mommy move over, I'ma pave the way.
Time, but I see clear. Gotta thank the man above, cause I know without him I wouldn't be here. But let's just be clear, I really set the bar high. Kept my wheels going through the storm like a car shot. They ain't with you till you pull up in that hard top and make it disappear from a button, watch they heart drop. My bars hop and my delivery immaculate. Beam with a scope so when it fire it's accurate. Ice got my neck all froze, look like I fractured it. It's the type of shit you gon' have to go save your taxes with. Real niggas still around, let's get back to it. Separate these Instagram niggas from who was actually lit. Before rap, I was trafficking OT. Getting pounds, breaking down the fractions of OZs. I had to wait my turn to watch the game for the nosebleeds. I'm from the Bronx, but niggas go to war with their code D's. Right, so I'm sorry if I don't trust you, nigga. Before I take from a man, I'd rather hustle, nigga. I executed my plan and got destructive with it. Real nigga, Hall of Fame, I better get inducted in it. I can't respect you, you don't check on your kids. Running around with some niggas, got you ready to bid. You don't give respect unless I see respect what you give. A whiff of that cig, I separate his neck and his wing.
100 on my wrist, watch me change the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, had to make a way. I told her mama move over, I'ma pave the way. 100 on my wrist, watch me change the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, I'ma make a way. I told her mommy move over, I'ma pave the way. Weight pit, deadlift, cameras at my door, time for a seg trip. No body shots, leaving his head split. Shotty up close, blast your legs flip. Brillo, R.I.U. My gun kick like it no kung fu. Get home till you turn blue. When you in that cell going through hell, it's only you. Niggas leave, money go, bitches too. Red laser on your shirt, no missing you. Automatics, binary, switches too. Chanel on Celine, shotgun, red, yellow shells in the machine. Gotta cut him out his jeans. Back to the basics, sweatpants and Asics. Staring through this Hollison window, it's all patience. Rat niggas be wired up, y'all all agents. Find your body is something boarded up, vacant. 100 on my wrist, watch me change the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, had to make a way. I told her mama move over, I'ma pave the way. 100 on my wrist, watch me change the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, I'ma make a way. I told her mommy move over, I'ma pave the way.
Yeah. Before we start this live, let me give a shout out to the digital COINTELPRO that's in the building. Let me give a shout out to the FBI agent that's behind the scenes, that's sitting up here watching, alert, making sure you slow down the amount of people that come in this live. We see you. We know that you here. We acknowledging you. We just letting you know we don't want no smoke. We know that you here. After the last live, you caught red-handed. The world got to see. It is what it is. Shall we begin? Shall we begin? In this burning house called America. Y'all know a house divided cannot stand. A house divided cannot stand. I listened to something a little earlier somebody sent me. We're going to start this live off. Let me see something real quick. Give me a second. Where's this video at? I want y'all to listen to this. Shout out to Anton. Somebody sent me this video. I said I got to play it for y'all. Shout out to Anton. Just listen up.
Recognize that there are a lot of angry, disillusioned people out there, upset with the slow pace of change. And I get it. It is reasonable to be frustrated. We all know we have a lot more work to do in this country. But to anyone out there thinking about sitting out this election or voting for Donald Trump or a third-party candidate in protest because you're fed up, let me warn you, your rage does not exist in a vacuum. If we don't get this election right, your wife, your daughter, your mother, we as women will become collateral damage to your rage. Prepared to look into the eyes of the women and children you love and tell them that you supported this assault on our safety? And to the women listening, we have every right to demand that the men in our lives do better by us. We have to use our voices to make these choices clear to the men that we love. Our lives are worth more than their anger and disappointment. And we are more than just baby-making vessels. And if you are a woman who lives in a household of men that don't listen to you or value your opinion, just remember that your vote is a private matter. Regardless of the political views of your partner, you get to choose. You get to use your judgment and cast your vote for yourself and the women in your life. Remember, women, standing up for what is best for us can make the difference in this election. So let us use our voices in these final days to make it plain to the men in our...
No, I got to stop that. I couldn't even take no more. And I'm going to play it again. Are y'all listening to what I'm listening to? Because, see, this is the crazy part about it, right? White people are clear that they standing together, even though I'm not saying that all white people was voting for Trump, because that's a lie. But the majority of white. So you telling me the majority of white, man and woman, they got a full understanding that they stand together. But in the black community, we just some baby makers. Did y'all hear that cockeyed son of a... I ain't saying YouTube. Did y'all hear that cockeyed son of a... I'm being nice. Did y'all hear it? So we just some baby makers, huh? So that's why y'all approve. That's why one of the biggest arguments that y'all using in this campaign is that women, especially, and they're not dealing with all women, they're telling black women that you have the right to go have an abortion. You have the right to go sneak behind that black man's back and go see a doctor and get rid of that unwanted child. What kind of message are we really sending to our daughters? Do you think for a single second that I want my daughters to be like you, BITC? Where my daughters is so mentally broken that they actually open up their legs and let a man into their universe and let him let his life force inside of her. And she cares that less about the decision that she made and the nigga that she chose, that automatically her first instinct is to take something that came through a portal, which was her, and flush it out of her body as if it ain't nothing. As if she has no universal respect for the universe, for God, for nature, for the laws of the universe. So you are going to interrupt something as great as you being given life through a portal. Something that some people, some races can't even do. Their races is on a decline. They can't even have babies, but you don't even understand why the agenda is to keep you from having babies. Shout out to my white people over there. Love y'all to death. But their birth rate is at a decline. And you wonder why they passing laws? Whatever happened to that Usher shit? If there's a question of my love, you got it. It don't belong to anyone but you. Huh? So that's how we doing each other? It ain't about that holy matrimony. It's about hit it and quit it. That's what they think. This is what they fighting for you to have the right to slow down the growth of your population. This is the argument? And telling women, you have the right to go behind your man back. This is how low this filthy, conniving. I'm trying my best not to be the nigga I was before Charleston White started stealing my shit so I could protect my channel, my platform. Because I don't want to be nice. Because she thinks so little of black men and black women in our relationship and our bonds. I guess she thinks she's the only one that caters to Obama and the rest of y'all just some bum BITCHs. That's what she think? That y'all don't cater to y'all men? That y'all not loyal to y'all men? Do you hear what she's saying to you, black woman? As if there's not black women that don't cook for their men, rub their man back, rub their man feet, run bath water for their men. As if we don't have black women that cater to their men and let their men make decisions based off of them making decisions together at a table. As if there's not black women that don't trust the judgment of their men. Did y'all listen to her? Let her say it again. And I don't even understand, why is Michelle Obama talking? You're not running for office. Why are y'all so desperate for this position? Why are y'all so desperate for Kamala Harris to get in power when she's already in power and she's doing nothing from her power? Y'all want to keep her in power. She's already in power and ain't doing nothing with her power. Why are y'all so desperate? And better yet, why do they feel, black men, black women, why do they feel like we are so divided? Why do they feel like we are so divided? This is disgusting.
Now, I recognize that there are a lot of angry, disillusioned people out there, upset with the slow pace of change. And I get it. It is reasonable to be frustrated.
There's a lot of people out there angry and upset with the slow pace of change. So let me break this down for all you slow people out there, because that's how she's talking to us. So she understands that we have a reason to be mad And we mad at this whole administration. This is what she's saying. Why are we mad? Because the person that's in office, the people that's in office, didn't give us anything. Didn't do nothing for us. As a matter of fact, what they did, matter of fact, no, let me let her finish. We're going to slow grind with this.
We all know we have a lot more work to do in this country. But to anyone out there thinking about sitting out this election or voting for Donald Trump or a third-party candidate in protest because you're fed up, let me warn you, your rage does not exist in a vacuum. If we don't get this...
Because we're frustrated. So you're telling us again that you know that we frustrated. And you even telling us that you want us to participate in this circus of an election. Don't sit at home. Don't sit this one out. Don't sit this one out. Listen to her. Be consumed with this fake election. Get even more angry. Get even more angry. Because 9 times out of 10, who you think you voting for ain't going to get into office anyway. The same way the last time. But no, let me slow it down. I'm moving too fast. Let me slow it down. I'm moving too fast.
Election, right? Your wife, your daughter, your mother, we as women will become collateral damage to your rage.
We as women will become collateral damage to your rage. How? How is women going to become collateral damage? Because in the Bible and the Quran, God says, do not kill your children out of fear of need and want. I will provide for you and as I provided for them. Or I will provide for them as I provided for you. Have we not been provided for? Didn't our mothers make a way out of no way? Because there's laws of the universe that protects us. Have we not been protected by God Almighty in America, especially this generation? Have we not been protected to the point to where that we may not be living rich, but we got everything that we need? So now you want our women to have the right to do the opposite of the laws of God. It's clear that God is your enemy. It is clear that God is your enemy because you command and you approve of something that God said no to.
Prepared to look into the eyes of the women and children you love and tell them that you supported this assault on our safety? And to the women listening, we have every right to demand that the men in our lives do better by us. We have to use our voices to make these choices clear to the men that we love. Our lives are worth more than their anger and disappointment. And we are more than...
So you trying to convince us that we angry because we don't want a woman in office. No, we're angry because the woman that's already in office is not showing us nothing. So it's time for her to leave office. We're angry because the woman in the administration that's in office right now don't have nothing to offer us as women, as men. So now the only thing that women get the benefit from Kamala Harris, Michelle, and Obama being in office is the fact that the only thing you get as a black woman is the right to kill your child. The only thing that you have a right to is an abortion? What? That's how little they think of you? The only thing that she has to offer you is the right to go into a doctor and terminate your child? You was already doing that. So are we really, really having a conversation And this is really, really, really her argument. My body, my choice. Is that really, really what we're talking about? Because, men, I think it's safe to say that if our women, our black women, have become so weak and so lack of morals and integrity, where they think so little of us, that after we lay down with them, they want to get rid of the burden. And us love making, when we make love to these women and we choose these women, they want to secretly be able to say they body, their choice. Why are we laying down with these dogs? Because if that's the option that we have on the table, or this is the woman, I don't want to lay down with a woman. And she shouldn't want to lay down with me neither. If after we do what we do, the first thing that comes to your mind is going to the clinic. That's the first thing that comes to your mind after you lay down with a man. You're an abomination. You're a whore. You're a whore. If that's what you think of yourself, why as men, why would we even respect you? Condom? If I got to put a condom on to be with you, I don't want to be with you. If I got to protect myself with a plastic, when I was born, God didn't put a plastic elastic with a rubber band at the base of it, the whole life forces from going inside of you. If I even got to feel like I got to put a condom on to sleep with you, I don't want to sleep with you. I don't want you. For all that, I could just leave my load in a napkin, my nigga. I can leave my load in a napkin. What I need you for? Let's just keep it funky. In fact, sex is only lasting 20 to 30 minutes anyway. After that, it get boring. All right, man, listen. Unless you drunk and you high and you prolonging that. Outside of that, what are we prolonging it for? I want you to hurry up to get your ass off of me so I can go take a shower and take a nap or watch some TV. Simple. We ain't got to go all night. Niggas ain't 20 no more.
Just baby-making vessels. And if you are a woman who lives in a household of men that don't listen to you or value your opinion, just remember that your vote is a private matter. Regardless of the political views of your partner, you get to choose. You get to use your judgment and cast your vote for yourself and the women in your life. Remember, women, standing.
So now she just told all the black women who actually have a man to go sneak behind their back and make a decision, to make a choice that households should be making together. Because, see, the problem is, the Jewish community, they stay in power because they make decisions together they ball their fists up and they represent unity. Unity. You would never tell a Jewish community that they have to divide and separate from each other, because you know why? It's like, I always have these talks with people when I tell people, we are taught to be independent. We are taught to be independent. Raised up, go to school, get out the house, go on your own. That's why black people fail. You've never seen the Jewish community go on their own. You've never seen them go on their own. They stand united. But now, this is the most important election in the history of America right now, right? Because this may be the last president, the last pope. Oh, y'all better do your homework. Y'all don't even understand. Let me let y'all know a little secret. When it comes to the popes, right? All of the popes have been selected before they've been selected. Do you know that this next pope right here, it's the end of the history of popes? There's no more popes after this. We already heard both parties say This is going to be the last election. We ain't got to worry about presidents after this. Do y'all understand what's to come after this? That's a whole nother conversation. Y'all better start doing your homework. Shout out to all my Patreons. I got videos coming soon. Strong topics.
For what is best for us can make the difference in this election. So let us use our voices in these final days to make it plain to the men in our lives that we need to stand not with Trump, but with us.
So now that you've seen it directly, and now that you're...
If y'all want to see what Antoine had to say, y'all can go over to his own platform and check him out, Antoine Daniels. Shout out to him for grabbing that piece or whatever the case may be. So, I mean, for me, if this is what life is like being with a black woman, I don't want one. If this is what it's like being with a black woman where they think so low of our woman, where the most important decision, the most important election, she's telling you to go out behind your man's vote, but back, and it's none of his business. It's your privacy, because now it's all about women versus men. Now it's all about women versus men. Where do we start that at? When? That's what they think of us? Is it because they know that that's how they program us? Is it because they know that this is what they did to us throughout history? Dividing our home? To keep us weak? To keep us from in power? Giving us the most dirtiest, filthiest celebrities to look up to? The same celebrities that never, ever used their voice on behalf of black people until it was time for this election, that never, ever used their money to protect us as a people. Never, ever. I mean, unless they coming back to give us book bags and turkeys, like they on some New Jack City shit. Nino! The reality of it is, black women in America outnumber men damn near 7-1. So the reality of it is, why are they really pretending as if they really give a about who we vote for? Why are they pretending? They don't care. They already went out of their way to replace us at the road and booths with felonies, with felons and child predators and predators from jails overseas. They went over there and they released all of the jailbirds from the jails to replace our votes. So why they acting like, pretending like they want us focused on it so much? Why? Because they want us to invest our feelings in Donald Trump so that Donald Trump could lose this election. And then what they think, we're going to take to the streets because we're going to be so angry. The truth of the matter is most black men don't give a damn about this election. And the truth of the matter is, the real truth, most black women don't neither. But because they made this a hot topic, they have figured out a way to be divisive and to have odds with each other. Let's be real. In the comment section, by a show of votes, I'm going to ask everybody, if you care about this election, press 1. If you don't give a damn about who's in office, you just being nosy because they talking about it, press 2. Because the reality of it is, the only thing that made me care about this election, is the fact that I'm realizing that there's a lot of things that's at stake. Like, for example, why I'm a vote for Trump? Why am I backing Trump? It's because Trump is trying to get rid of taxes. Taxes is unconstitutional, and taxes is slavery. Why are we paying taxes on our money? You go to the Bahamas, they don't pay taxes. What you make, you keep. Why are we paying taxes? on everything on this earth. We are a slave. So now you telling me that we're going to go for Kamala because, oh, that's right, because black women don't work, right? Y'all on welfare. So y'all don't got to worry about the taxes, right? I'm not saying that. Are they saying that? Now let's get down to the nitty gritty, right? They said that this rally, and if my Cash App is not, I mean if my super chat is not working, my Cash App is $ Hassan Campbell. They said that Trump is racist, right? He had a racist rally, right? Huh? That's what they said, right? They said that Trump had a racist rally, right? With a bunch of racist people there. So what? So what you telling me that Donald Trump, he's not allowed to have racist friends? You gonna tell me that we don't have racist family members? So y'all mad at Donald Trump because he had a racist comedian talking about Puerto Ricans, right? Are you kidding me? So you're gonna tell me that there's no racist Puerto Ricans? Have y'all heard how Puerto Ricans talk about Dominicans? They call them dummies in a can. Have you heard it? Do you realize that if you call a Dominican, a Puerto Rican a Dominican, or a Puerto Rican a Mexican, they will set it on you? When they speak the same language, they will set it on you? Are you not entertained? Are you really going to sit up there and act? Are we going to pretend like every time Chris Rock, one of my favorite comedians, every time Chris Rock get on the stage, he don't call white people crackers? Is this really what we doing? Now they blocked out the comment section. I can't even see the comment section. It's crazy. You really gonna tell me that y'all gonna sit up there and say, especially Fat Joe, the nerve of Fat Joe. Fat Joe, the nerve of you. You gonna sit up there and tell me, Fat Joe, shout out to the Terror Squad, kill all rats, right? Fat Joe hang out with drug dealers. So why should we be taking his advice? Not only do he hang out with drug kingpins, but he rap about selling drugs. Why should we listen to Fat Joe? Huh? You gonna tell me that KAR, kill all rats? That comes from the penitentiary. What they do is they go out when they find rats and they air them out in jail. So you gonna tell me that it's not okay for Trump to have racist friends? You gonna tell me that it's not okay for Trump to have racist friends? We really gonna do that? Wow, they did my comment section dirty, y'all. They faded me right out. Let's stop with the bullshit, man. Growing up, matter of fact, you know what's funny? One of these clowns I see found a video. It took a video of my family, my sister and my father. My father's darker than me. My sister darker than me, right? Everybody in America that has a great grandmother and a great great grandmother, we already know the history of slavery. We know the slave master violated our families. We know some of our ancestors came from off of the plantation. We have their blood mixed with our blood. So we are them. So that's clear with us. We know that they are us and we are them, right? But you got black people trying to use footage of my family that's darker than me and say that I'm not black. That's not racist? For somebody to intentionally try to shame me for the color of my skin. So we are racist towards each other. Dark-skinned people hate on light-skinned people all the time. Oh, what, you think you better than me? So because my hair is really, really curly, oh, he got S curls in here. Nah, I don't have S curl. I have water in my hair. Water in my hair. This is what my hair look like when I get out the shower. You know what it feel like to have black people actually start a video and have a bunch of black people on the internet telling me and telling the world that I'm not black and making fun of my family just because they hate the success that I created for myself out of the mud and surpassed it they shitty ass channels. So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, Trump is racist. Trump, like, let's keep it funky. I was raised by killers. Most of my life, all I hung out with was killers. Now most of them dead or in jail doing life. Street niggas. So you telling me that Trump can't roll with his shooters? He can't keep his KKK members the same way we keep our Bloods and our Crips? You gonna tell me that it's wrong for Trump to like Hitler? First of all, Hitler was in our beef. That's not even none of our business. Whatever beef Hitler had with somebody else ain't none of our business. It's none of my business. So if Trump did say he liked Hitler, so what? That's none of our business. But one thing I do know, Trump shows his support to Israel. He shows his love to Israel. So why he can't like both parties? Why I can't like the Bloods and the Crips? Why I can't be cool with Bloods and I can't be cool with Crips? Let's stop with the military mind games. That's none of our business. Oh, Trump is cool with the KKK. So what? That's his people. So what? So you're going to sit up there and play military mind games. So you're going to tell me Kamala Harris's husband, because she picked and chose the white man to marry, so she going to tell us that we can't choose the white man too? So it's okay for Kamala Harris to choose a white man to be in her White House with her white bed. But it's not okay for black men and black women to choose the white man to be our president? Help me to make sense of that. Help me to make sense of that. That makes absolutely no sense. Kamala Harris can choose white. She could choose a white man to be in her life. But I can't choose a white man to be my president. You're going to tell me Kamala Harris's husband don't have no KKK members in his family? You going to tell me that Kamala Harris, her husband, don't have no slave owners in his family? Is this the game that we playing? Stop playing, man. I don't care if Donald Trump is cool with the KKK. I don't care about that. I absolutely don't care about that. What I care about is the fact that Donald Trump made it clear that when God made it clear in the Bible, in the Quran, he said no to homosexuality. This is in the Bible. This is in the Quran. But in the Board of Education, they want to keep trying to push homosexuality on our children. I'm not with it. So anybody that comes up here and you get behind Biden, Kamala, Obama, or anybody that goes against your holy Bible, so what, you pick and choose what part of your Bible you believe in? So if you don't respect your book, why should we? If you don't respect your Bible, why should anybody else respect your Bible? If you don't respect the laws of your Bible, right? And you're absolutely willing to go along with the program that's programming you to go against what Almighty God said, how long is it going to take before the people in power decide that, okay, we done got these people to break one of the biggest commandments that God commanded, so much to the point to where that in the past he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah because people violated in a way never before in history. It was never done into Sodom and Gomorrah. And so God said no to this, right? Now the people sitting up there saying no to it too. So my question to you Christians out there, how long is it going to be before this Democratic Party decides that we don't even need the Bible no more, and now you can't even practice what they already got you to throw in the garbage. Because in the Bible it says, Lord, Lord, haven't we cast out demons in your name? Haven't we cured leprosy in your name? Haven't we risen the dead in your name? And he will say to you on that day, get ye forth away from me, because you practice lawlessness and wickedness. Now, let me make this clear to you, right? Only the Christians follow Christianity, follow the Bible. The Jewish community follows the Torah, the Injil. So when God says, get ye forth away from me, you practice lawlessness and wickedness, he's talking to you, the Christians. He said you will be the last of anybody who changes a single jot of the Bible will be the last in the kingdom of heaven. He's talking to you. When you turn your back on God in the Bible, the reward of that is the hellfire. So now you let these dirty, greasy, stank, decrepit, evil politicians trick you into believing that it's okay, which came from the Obama administration, for a man to marry a man and a woman to marry a woman. But the Bible says no. But you as Christians, you saying yeah. And in the act of you saying yeah, you are defying God. Hello? So you can't act like you don't know. And y'all wonder why people are predicting that we are on a doomsday countdown? In the book of Revelations, it says that the end of time consists of evil and the Antichrist will reign 3.5 years. We as Christians can't change that. See, the thing about it is, the reason why God told you that is because he knew the decision that you was going to make. And you're making the same decision right now. You are choosing somebody to put in office, to run in office that's openly defying God. So you can say whatever you want to say about Trump, but Trump, some of the laws that he's standing firm on, protects your Bible. It protects your Bible. To as Kamala is telling you to go against your Bible. So when you sit up there and you vote for Kamala, you are defying. You are deliberately defying the God that you pray to, which makes you a hypocrite. So if you don't believe in the book, just throw it in the garbage. If you don't believe in your book, throw it in the garbage. I mean, we already know most of y'all don't practice it anyway. All the monkeys coming out. Shit killing me. This is one of the main reasons why I'm not voting for Kamala. Because under the
U.S. military now is authorized to kill Americans on the U.S. soil. That can't be possible. Yeah. This would open up the door for the careless use, and it's more frequent and legal. It'll be legal now, so nobody will have to worry about that. Send in the troops. We need you to shoot a couple of these people. Yeah. They're opposing our policies. They're demonstrating against COVID rules. There's something they'll come up with. So I think it's very, very dangerous.
So here it is. Now, Zero Hedge picked it up from Armageddon Pros, which is a Substack which they often run. It says U.S. military now authorized to kill Americans on U.S. soil. Just ahead, intriguingly, of November elections, and that was my second thought. The military has granted itself permission to unleash lethal force on the civilian population. Again, I thought this has got to be an exaggeration, so I went and looked, and actually go to the next one because this explains what it is. Now, it's not a law. It's a DOD directive. So this is, the administrative state where they take over. They don't pass laws. They are laws unto themselves. Go to the next one if you can, because this is what they're talking about. And I went in and I read this secondly, and it talks about a reissued DOD directive that was reissued just on September 27th, 2024. It governs the Department of Defense intelligence activities, and now it
You see the difference about in the things that white people talk about and black people talk about? Let me show you the difference. I'm gonna make y'all laugh, right? But it ain't even funny. This is what white people talk about. Now look. Look. We heard what Malcolm X had to say about these dudes. Look.
Listen, all y'all black guys, y'all black women, all y'all people all y'all preachers, there's so many preachers. It's like, yo, when y'all vote for Trump, and if that man win, I remember every last single person that I have come in contact with that said they vote for Trump. And if it ain't right, cuz, I'm gonna remember you. And you're not gonna be black to me no more. At all. You're not gonna be black to me. Don't try to shake my hand. I'm not gonna shake your hand. I'm gonna pray for you. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pray for you. And if something was to ever happen to your kids one day, and the police do it, and they get immunity, I'm not coming to march for you. I'm gonna pray for you and your family. Because you're the reason why it happened.
I'm not even gonna pray for you or your family.
That shit could really tip you over in your life for voting for somebody. So everybody go out there and vote for your person. That's all I'm saying. But you vote for the wrong person now.
He be coming around the mountain when he come. He be coming around the mountain. He be coming around the mountain. What the? Yeah, boss. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna march for you. I'm just gonna shut the. All stupid in the face. Shut. Do you hear his argument? Let me show you the difference with the white conversation versus the black conversation. Now he said a whole bunch of nothing. Let the white boys break down some shit for you.
And here's the part that everybody should be aware of. This is the part a lot of people have been reaching out about in the last couple weeks here, and I have verified it. This is the one that everybody got issued, and my friends in the military have all said the same thing, that this was not accidentally included. Here it is. You go to section 3.3, levels of authority. Subject to paragraph 3.1, defense intelligence components may provide personnel to assist a federal department or agency, including a federal law enforcement agency or a state or local law enforcement agency, when lives are in danger, in response to a request for such assistance in accordance with the following approval authorities. 1, the Secretary of Defense may approve any type of requested permissible assistance prescribed in paragraph 3.2. 2, the decision to approve requests for these types of permissible assistance described in paragraph 3.2 to law enforcement agencies and other civil authorities are reserved to the Secretary of Defense. A, provision of personnel to support response efforts for civil disturbances, which may also require presidential authorization. B, DoD response to chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, and high-yield explosive incidents. C, and this is the big one, assistance in responding with assets with potential for lethality, or any situation in which it is reasonably foreseeable that providing the requested assistance may involve the use of force that is likely to result in lethal force, including death or serious bodily injury. It also includes all support to civilian law enforcement officials in situations where a confrontation between civilian law enforcement and civilian individuals or groups is reasonably anticipated. Such use of force must be in accordance with DoD, that's Department of Defense Directive 5210.56, potentially as further restricted based on the specifics of the requested support. D, provision or use of DoD unmanned systems, drones, in the United States, except as delegated by the Secretary of Defense pursuant to the October 31, 23 Secretary of Defense memorandum. Guys, anywhere that law enforcement could potentially be anticipated to have a confrontation with civilians or civilian groups, i.e. militia, that group that's required by the United States Constitution, they're authorized to, upon request and approval by the Secretary of Defense, and perhaps in some situations the President, they're approved to shoot you, to kill you. That's how far we have fallen. That's how far we have drifted away from the republic that our forefathers died to create. It doesn't get any more real than this.
Now, you telling me that under Kamala Harris and Biden, this is the DOT, whatever bill that is, because the information is up there now, where you can play this back, and I'll post it in my community for you to go check it. So now you're telling me that America is getting ready to get so ugly that the military was approved to shoot civilians in the middle of the street. What is coming that's so horrible, that's going to have you so upset that you're going to go outside and they're going to air you out? What's happening right now that they're not telling us about? Is it the fact that the poles are shifting? The big earthquake is coming? Is it the fact that the dollar bill is collapsing? And BRICS, all of those, Russia, China, Iran, and all the rest of these other countries dumped the American dollar bill? Nobody even wants to trade for oil for the American dollar bill. So this is why. You ever wondered why these forest fires keep burning all over America, like the one that's happening in Connecticut and Massachusetts right now, the ones that's been happening in Australia and California and all over? Do you know why those fires are happening? You want to know my theory? Those fires are taking place because America is in debt. China don't want the dollar. It wants the resources. It wants the land. So land is being clear for China to take over in America. The America that you knew, that I knew, that we grew up in, it's over. What part y'all don't understand? Again, can't even see my comment section. Do y'all not understand what's going on, what they doing? World War III has to happen. It has to happen in order for them to bring in a new world leader, in order for them to bring in a digital currency. It has to happen. Cole, thank you for speaking the truth. How many people were aware of the military being authorized to shoot civilians? They not talking about this in Black America. We are too busy watching and worried about Beyonce. We too busy worried about Beyonce being on the stage. We are not focusing on what's really, really going on in this world. Listen to the conversation, the difference between that black man breaking down why he mad at us. Yeah, I'm not marching. Nobody wants to march. Marching been played out.
Democrats believe that the money you earn is what the government allows you to keep. Republicans believe that the money we give to the government in taxes is what we, the people, allow them to take before we dump a bunch of tea in the harbor again. This election might be all that stands in the way of that. Look, the good people supporting Trump aren't fascists. We just want to be taxed less and listened to more. I don't like that I have to pay taxes to buy something with money that's already been taxed on my property every year, on my constitutionally protected firearm that I buy, to drive my vehicle on a road that I was already taxed to build after paying more taxes on the gas I just put in my car. We're taxed by the federal government, the state government, the local government. We pay taxes to get married, to own a business, to be self-employed, to dump my trash, to fish, hunt, or trap my own food. I'm taxed to get a passport that the government requires me to have. And if that bothers me enough to start drinking, well, hell, they'll tax that too. God forbid I die. They're going to tax me for that as well, sometimes as much as 60%. You wonder why people are voting for Trump. They've had enough of this. You wonder why there's tens of thousands of people getting ready to rock Madison Square Garden? That's why. Because the other party can't answer a single question.
Now, we're going to do a vote on this real quick. I'm going to play this shit again. Right? You just heard what the white man, why he's voting for Trump. In the comment section, if you respect what he's asking for, put a 1. If you don't respect what he talking about, put a 2. Now again, this white man, what he's fighting for is financial freedom. Listen to the argument of the black woman again. Shall we begin?
Now, I recognize that there are a lot of angry, disillusioned people out there, upset with the slow pace of change. And I get it. It is reasonable to be frustrated. We all know we have a lot more work to do in this country. But to anyone out there thinking about sitting out this election or voting for Donald Trump or a third-party candidate in protest because you're fed up, let me warn you, your rage does not exist in a vacuum. If we don't get this election right, your wife, your daughter, your mother, we as women will become collateral damage to your rage. So, are you as men prepared to look into the eyes of the women and children you love and tell them that you supported this assault on our safety? And to the women listening, we have every right to demand that the men in our lives do better by us. We have to use our voices to make these choices clear to the men that we love. Our lives are worth more than their anger and disappointment. And we are more than just baby-making vessels. And if you are a woman who lives in a household of men that don't listen to you or value your opinion, just remember that your vote is a private matter. Regardless of the political views of your partner, you get to choose. You get to use your judgment and cast your vote for yourself and the women in your life. Remember, women, standing up for what is best for us can make the difference in this election. So let us use our voices in these final days to make it plain to the men in our lives that we need to stand not with Trump, but with us.
So now that you
whose argument made more sense? Write in the comment section. The white man or the black woman? Whose argument made more sense? What did we get out of what Michelle had to say? That black men can't trust black women at critical times? Your body, your choice? That's the argument of black people? If that's the argument of black people, I don't want to be black. If that's the argument of black people in America, then I don't want to be black. I'm sorry. Because that is the stupidest argument I've ever heard in my life. One more again.
Democrats believe that the money you earn is what the government allows you to keep. Republicans believe that the money we give to the government in taxes is what we, the people, allow them to take before we dump a bunch of tea in the harbor again. This election might be all that stands in the way of that. Look, the good people supporting Trump aren't fascists. We just want to be taxed less and listened to more. I don't like that I have to pay taxes to buy something with money that's already been taxed on my property every year, on my constitutionally protected firearm that I buy, to drive my vehicle on a road that I was already taxed to build after paying more taxes on the gas I just put in my car. We're taxed by the federal government, the state government, the local government. We pay taxes to get married, to own a business, to be self-employed, to dump my trash, to fish, hunt, or trap my own food. I'm taxed to get a passport that the government requires me to have. And if that bothers me enough to start drinking, well, hell, they'll tax that too. God forbid I die. They're going to tax me for that as well, sometimes as much as 60%. You wonder why people are voting for Trump. They've had enough of this. You wonder why there's tens of thousands of people getting ready to rock Madison Square Garden? That's why. Because the other party can't answer a single question.
The other party can't even answer a single question. But the games have already begun. Have y'all been paying attention?
News, 2 incidents involving ballot boxes this morning. We'll start with what's happening in Vancouver. That is on the left side of your screen. We just watched firefighters pry open the back of this ballot box, which is obviously on fire. We were watching it smoke for the past half hour or so. This is at the Park and Ride drop-off ballot box at Fisher's Landing, right next to the C-Tran Transit building. We were watching police officers and firefighters sort of standing around this ballot box for a while, taking pictures. Then one of those firefighters just walked up with what looked like a crowbar, and they pulled the back of the ballot box out, and a bunch of ballots that are on fire poured out onto the ground. They're trying to put the fire out now. Obviously, it is steaming. It's pouring rain there. We don't know how many ballots were in this box, but obviously they are destroyed. This is going to be a big problem. This is happening again at the Park and Ride ballot location at Fisher's Landing in Vancouver.
So mysteriously now, people already cast their votes, and their ballots have been set on fire. Something just ain't right. Now, my whole thing is when you sit back and you analyze what's going on right now, right? What party looks more desperate right now for office? Because to me, it's Trump versus everybody. Like, they done pulled out all types of celebrities, old presidents' wives. They done pulled out everything. They hitting Trump everything with the kitchen sink. Why are they so scared of Trump? He was in office already. Why y'all so scared of him? We didn't have a problem with him when he was in office. Some people was mad that he didn't get back into office. So, okay, cool. Y'all got your black vice president that didn't do shit. Absolutely nothing. The Hindu woman didn't do shit. Matter of fact,
had an illegal immigrant, El Mano Negro. He was a hired hand by the cartel, where we arrested, and finally he admitted to killing and assassinating over 25 people in our county at the hands of the cartel. We just unraveled a cartel in our county, dismantling that cartel. The people in that cartel that we arrested openly admitted that within the last 3 years, it's easier now to move human beings, drugs, guns, fentanyl most specifically across the border, and that it's easier now than in the history of their cartel. I can tell you because of the Biden and Harris administration, law enforcement resources are quickly depleted. We have victim after victim that we see, as you'll hear today, and that these stories are not unfamiliar to law enforcement up and down the state of California.
That's what Kamala Harris and Biden did. That's what they did. It's safe to say it ain't safe outside. We ain't safe in America. He's not even talking about all the missing children. They pulled everything out. Do you hear the arguments of the white people versus the black people? Now, we just played somebody white, right? Let me play somebody black for you again.
And we've heard her favorite curse word is a favorite of mine too. But I ain't gonna say that word. But I don't know about you, but that's the kind of president I can stand behind. That's the kind of president I can see leading our country forward.
So you got Kevin Samuels, or rather Samuel L. Jackson, my bad, telling black people to vote for Kamala Harris because they both got the same favorite cuss word? Are you kidding me? This is what we've been reduced to? Ain't nothing funny about that. Ain't nothing funny about that. Now let me get on this clown real quick.
So you think drill rap is
I killed drill rap. I will go down in history for I killed drill rap. I brought out the black consciousness. I killed that shit. King Von Death didn't kill it. I killed that shit. Give credit where credit is due. I killed drill rap. I'm the first American to speak against gangs, Crips, blood, and be brutally disrespectful to it. Nobody have ever said Larry Hoover. I come out being disrespectful. GDBD, nigga, you niggas ain't what growth and development. Jeff Ford, Raymond Washington, I'm the first to come with that. They speaking against evil. And they wanted to kill me for that. In spirit, not in actions. Because no one have ever made an attempt on my life. No one. No one. Want to jack me up. That's why you say that shit. That's how niggas want to do me. But niggas really don't want to hurt me. They didn't want to jack me up and say, nigga, say you're sorry or make me scared. But nigga, first nigga come out as a black man in America that became an opposition to our culture by way of negative influences.
you think do you think you made snitching cool?
Yeah, I did. I made it where
That's the only thing you did, and you ain't even do that. Alpo did. That's for one. Now, y'all gonna sit up there and tell me, do y'all agree that Charleston White was the only one, and he was the first one, rather, that went at the gangs in America? Or was it HASSAN Campbell? Let me know in the comment section. Y'all gonna tell me, the nigga that I brought to YouTube, when he came to YouTube, watch when I go back into the vaults. When I came to YouTube, or rather, when he came to YouTube, I brought this nigga to YouTube. Before he came to YouTube, I was already tearing the gangs in America to shreds, to pieces. You lying son of a... You see how this nigga lie? And the crazy part about it is, He just watched my recent lives and heard me say this shit and then went on another nigga platform and regurgitated the same shit on bigger platforms. The nigga's a liar. I brought Charleston White. Me and Infomons Timbo brought Charleston White to YouTube. Stop playing. Like, wow. Really? Let me see if I can find something real quick.
Full episode of this podcast can be.
Oh no, that's not it. If I can't find it, I'm actually trying to find something for y'all. Like, this nigga's a liar. The lies this nigga tell. I came to YouTube challenging everything. Everything. Don't worry, I'm gonna find it for y'all and do a whole reaction video. We're gonna take it all the way back and do a whole reaction video. Like, nah, man, niggas be lying too much. Lying way too much. I was the first one making videos talking about them disrespecting Tuka. Then what he did was, when he heard my arguments, seen my growth, because remember, there was a time and a point where Charleston White still never surpassed me in numbers on YouTube. He still never surpassed me in numbers on YouTube until he started going to bigger platforms like Say Cheese and all the rest of them other platforms. He never surpassed me on YouTube. Lying. Of course I'm standing next to Lil Durk in support of Little Durk. Why wouldn't I stand in support of a dude that did the same thing I did, which changed my life, went to the masjid, asked Allah to forgive me for the things that I did wrong? Why would I not support another Muslim dude who actually went to the masjid under the leadership of his father, following into the footsteps of his father? God gifted that man his father back in his life after 25 years, and his father came home preaching to him. And young Durk consistently was going back and forth to the mosque, even converted his friends. All them dudes in O Block is Muslim. So anytime a man decides that he wants to change his life and be forgiven, you telling me that we can't be forgiven? If y'all feel like that about Little Durk, you might as well unsubscribe to me. Because I got multiple bodies. I've been locked up for murder multiple times. So if you feel like you can't rock with me or rock with Durk because of his past, I have a past as well. So when people be sitting up there saying, oh, how's you all over the place? No, he just like me. At one point in time, he decided that he's going to change his life. And you're going to tell me that I can't support a person that decided to change his life? We have been raised and put in conditions in the environment that we grew up in to kill each other, to hurt each other, to rob each other, to steal from each other. So you're going to tell me, after he consciously made a decision to live better than what he used to live, I can't support him? You stupid. Haas, please wake these people up. They be LOL behind our backs. Yeah, I know. But, see, people got to understand something, right? shit about to get real in America. When that dollar bill collapse, shit is about to get real. I was just speaking to one of my little brothers, and he was sitting up there telling me how he drives trucks. And his company that he drives for got artificial intelligence to watch him, to monitor him while he's driving. Not only are they monitoring him while he's driving, but if he looks like he's looking at his device or something like that, or looking off the road, the artificial intelligence reports back to his job. If he's speeding, if he's distracted while he's driving, he ain't paying attention. Nigga, do you understand the future of America? You are being graded by artificial intelligence. Watch the next video that I drop, my pre-recorded. Watch the next video that I drop. I hear you, Haas, but too bad those trucks not showing why these black drivers ended up deleted. Why would they? Jamal said you killed civilians. Is that true? Jamal wouldn't even know who the hell I killed. What is he talking about? And who the hell is Jamal? First of all, let me explain something to y'all, right? Anybody that I was beefing with in the streets was in the streets. Anybody that I got busy with and had beef with in the streets wasn't no sucker. They was gunslingers. So this stupid shit, like, first of all, like, I noticed, because y'all noticed that I've been tearing this internet back up. You know, niggas been sitting up there, oh, it's over for HASSAN. A good topic in my audience to bring a nigga back from the dead. But as soon as I get back into this algorithm and my numbers start climbing again, you start to see the digital COINTELPRO, all these channels starting to pop up making videos again. And you start looking at these channels like, where y'all coming from? Where y'all coming from? Putting all types of stupid shit, even taking clips of academics. And y'all be wondering why I be dissing academics, right? Taking clips of academics, like laughing at me, making videos, talking like little slick shit when I got shot, showing videos with me, with the video that everybody saw when I went live with Derek Williams and I was fighting Derek Williams and everybody like, oh, that's Hassan's boyfriend. No, I pulled the Charleston White before Charleston White, but it's not accepted from me when I beat a nigga up on a live. I went live and beat the nigga up drunk, coming out of a restaurant. I pulled the Charleston White before Charleston White was Charleston White. When I caught the white girl on the steps, even though I was live, I mean, I was recording. I didn't know she was going to say that to me. I uploaded it to the internet. The whole internet went crazy. When I was in Burger King, you seen young Pharaoh using that video. Oh, Hassan Campbell dumbs out in Burger King. Nigga, I did it to go viral. Because I know how stupid people are. All you got to do is entertain them so you can get a message to them. You got to entertain them first like they children. You got to act like the class clown. But now you see people using these videos and making these videos, and I'm just laughing because you can't hurt somebody that don't give a damn, nor could you stop a nigga audience from rocking with him. My audience rock with me, my nigga. What part y'all don't understand? My audience rock with, yo, one thing I love about today's time, especially on the internet, is because people be sitting up there saying, yeah, Hassan Campbell, we be watching you because we be waiting for you to crash out. I done crashed out 1,000 times. I'm still Hassan Campbell. It's still got a crazy following. So y'all still watching to wait for me to fall off and not support me? Y'all still watching in anticipation for me to fall off instead of supporting me? Damn, where they do that at? People don't even understand there's so much going on in the world that people want to hear my opinion on. Fall off? How? The only time I can fall off is when they play with my numbers behind the scene, right? Let me ask y'all a question. How many people we got in the building right now? 3,300. This went from 34 to 33, right? Now it's funny because I know that like now my shit's slowing up and it's starting to act stupid because the FBI agent that's behind the scenes that's playing with my channel, 3383. Bro, it's not off subject. I talk about what the hell I want to talk about. I know what I be doing. Do you know what I be doing? Digital COINTELPRO is very, very real. Very, very real. It says 3,600 in the building, right? Did y'all see that? Huh? So how the numbers went from going down to going back up? Huh? Come on, man. Stop playing. Y'all still don't get it though, right? Y'all still don't get it though, right? So now we at 3,800 people in the building? Right, 3,800 in the building. Some of y'all might have to refresh your device. Come on, man. Y'all still don't see it though? Screenshot, 4,200 in the building. Y'all still don't see it though? Can y'all tell me who's behind holding my numbers back? We got 4,600 people in the building. Can y'all tell me, right, 4,600, can y'all tell me who's playing with my channel? Huh? Now watch when the nigga catch up, because I beat him to the punch. Now watch when he start pulling the numbers down. Watch how he pulled like probably 2,000 people out of the building. Watch. So now we just went from 46 to 42? Huh? Like, come on, man. Evil never takes a day off. These niggas digitally, purposely playing with my platform. But we see it, though. So when y'all niggas be sitting up there getting mad, it is what it is, man. 4,800 now back down to 39. Huh? Y'all don't see the difference? That many people left the building? Or they using the bots to pull them out? Did that many people leave the building? Or did they use the bots to pull them out? Come on, man. Stop playing. So now we back down at we had 3,400 people in the building. So they basically took us from 48 all the way down to 34. Y'all don't see it? In less than a minute? Come on, stop playing with me, man. It is what it is. That's why sometimes I be getting discouraged and I don't even be wanting to post a video, but then I have to make myself posting a video because when you know that you purposely being sabotaged because your voice is respected. Because your voice is respected and you could actually show people the difference between stupidity. Like, come on, man. You got Samuel L. Jackson up there talking about he voting for her because they like the same cuss word. You got little Scrappy up there sitting there sound stupid. Nothing. The only people that made sense with anything that they had to say out of their mouth was the white people. So why should we vote black when black people not even making any sense with these policies? You know it was crazy? We are so broken as a people. There is no us no more. In life, you gotta, it's like The Walking Dead, right? Pick your camp, pick your crew, and find out who you're going to move through life with. It's not about black and white no more. It's not. Clear as day, it's not. Black women do not stand with black men like they're supposed to. Black women are not standing next to black men like they're supposed to. Now, right in front of your face, they took 2,000 people out of the building. Right in front of y'all faces, they took 2,000 people out of the building. I purposely did that because I wanted y'all to see. So I don't have to keep saying the same thing over and over again. Now, y'all could agree. Are they playing with my channel? Press 1. If not, press 2. If they playing with my channel like that, could you imagine what they doing in my check? Could you imagine what they doing in my check?
Hey, Trill and Tanya. Chicago-born rapper Lil Durk appeared before a federal judge in Florida this morning. He was arrested there Thursday in a murder-for-hire plot. Coming off his first Grammy win earlier this year, Chicago-bred rapper Lil Durk is now facing charges in connection to a murder-for-hire plot. The 32-year-old was born Dirk Banks. U.S. Marshals took Banks into custody on Thursday in Broward County. Banks appeared in federal bond court this morning. Now, details about the rapper's arrest or charges have not been released. 5 members of Dirk's Only the Family group, also known as OTF, were indicted by a California grand jury this week on charges of conspiracy to commit murder for hire. Banks' arrest comes just weeks after he was named in a lawsuit which alleges the rapper had a hand in a 2020 gang-related deadly shooting of a Chicago rapper, FBG Duck, born Carlton Weekly. Weekly was killed in the Gold Coast neighborhood by a group of masked men as he waited to enter a high-end store. 6 purported gang members were convicted of carrying out Weekly's murder. Weekly's mother spoke with ABC7's Karen Jordan after filing the lawsuit.
Not a day goes by that I don't think about him and the life that was taken from him.
Now, Lil Durk and his team did not comment on that lawsuit. We'll be sure to update you when we learn more about the charges the rapper is now facing.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC.
Here's my thing, right? Shout out to the 3,000 people that came back in the building. Here's my thing, right? When did we stop playing hide and seek? I sat back and I analyzed, and I was thinking last night, and I said, yo, the nigga P. Diddy, a billionaire, locked up, there's a possibility that he's never coming home. You got Dirk, a multi-millionaire. There's a good possibility that he's never coming home. I thought we used to play tag, you're it. When we was children, we used to play hide and seek. If you used to play hide and seek and tag when you was a kid, press 1 in the comment section. So you're going to tell me that we grew up hiding from each other, but we don't know how to hide from the police? You're going to tell me when the police catch you, you're going to eat the nastiest food in the world. You're going to be in the nastiest jails in the world. You're never going to see your family again in the streets. 9 times out of 10, it's a good possibility you're never, ever, ever going to be free in the streets. And you turn yourself in? Just for them to tell you that you're not going to have no bail. Now, see, Dirk, I like the fact that Dirk got slick. He went and he booked 3 planes, not realizing that they got artificial intelligence at every airport. So whatever airport he popped up at, they was going to find him, because now you are a fugitive, probably public enemy number one, next to Assad Shakur. Why would you try to flee the country? This ain't back in the days. They got artificial intelligence. Why would you try to flee the country? Why? Since when it got to the point where niggas don't know how to hide? All through America, you got wooded area. You got countrysides where people houses separated from miles. People don't even want to see each other. You got places where people got acres, 100 acres, 50 acres, 30 acres, 20 acres. Why would you go to an airport that's packed with people, packed with police, packed with cameras? Like, niggas don't know how to hide anymore? Listen, let me tell you something, right? I'm not telling you to be a criminal. Even though in America, being born black, you're bound to be a criminal. Because they purposely can't wait for you to get a certain age to give you a felony so that you can't go get a gun license and you can't play your position in certain positions in life. We already know that. There's whole towns, upstate New York. The whole town is ran and provided for because of the black incarceration in upstate New York. So we already know that what time it is. But okay, cool. If you're going to be playing in the streets, you should have somewhere to go hide and get low. I don't even live like a criminal. I make legal money and I'm always with my wife and kids. I'm always with my wife and kids. So I don't have to worry about doing nothing to go to jail, because I'm not thinking about jail and going to jail, because there's no reason unless I got to protect myself. But you think for a single second, let's just say HASSAN Campbell went outside and turned that nigga TV off that shot me, right? I bumps into him. I draw down first. I air him out. Now I'm facing life in jail because there's no stand your ground in New York City. And I'm a felon trying to figure out how to get my rights restored to get this felony off so I can get me a gun legally. But you think for a single second that me knowing that if I go to jail, them giving me 25 years in jail right now, and I just turned 48, is a death sentence. Me coming home from jail, looking like these old niggas coming home from jail, and shout out to them for coming home from jail. You got Prince from the Supreme Team. Welcome home, my brother. You got Guy Fisher in his 60s. Nigga, what they got, about 2 or 3 or 4 more years left on this earth if they lucky? Niggas ain't living to see 100. Niggas ain't living to see 90. Niggas ain't living to see 80. You lucky if you make it to see 70. And even if you do, your body is fragile, old, and worn out. Do you really, really, really think I got 10 years in me to give to them? So I'm supposed to just, after committing a crime, you want to run for murder? Multiple murders, Lil Durk now. When it's all over, Little Durk is going to answer for FBG Duck, for that shit that happened in California, and for other murders they looking at charging him with. It's over for him. If he's convicted, he's going to die in jail. And you're going to sit up there and tell me that you didn't run? And the crazy part about it is, the court systems is so foul. You're innocent to proven guilty, but when you get in jail, they're going to tell you that we're not giving you a bond because you should have ran. We're going to do you so dirty in this courtroom that you should have ran. We're going to do you so foul in this courtroom that we're not going to give you the chance to run You just had the chance to run. Even though you innocent until proven guilty, you can't get a bail. You already being railroaded. You turned yourself in. Billy the Kid never turned himself in. John Dillinger never turned himself in. Asada Shakur never turned herself in. What are you niggas doing? Yeah, he might get a nice 30 piece. You know, I remember when I first found out about King Von and FBG Duck. And I started looking into FBG Duck. And then he got murdered. And I saw him like, yo, it was so heartbreaking. When I first found out about the drill scene and drill music, I went so hard. But even before drill, y'all forget, I was coming at Tekashi 6ix9ine. I was coming at Treyway before they broke up. Before the breakup, I was on Tekashi 6ix9ine's ass. That's how the nigga fell in love with me. Like, oh shit. Because when he came home from jail, before there was a Charleston White, I was on Treyway. I was on Casanova 2 times. I was on Jim Jones. I was on Dipset. I was on Freaky Zeke. Like, come on, my nigga. I stayed on Mano and Jim Jones. I've been on the gang shit. Telling these young boys out here, stay away from these gangs. One of my videos that went viral, it's when I made a video talking about why I stopped being blood. Shout out to the 4,200 people in the building. 43. Niggas be trying to make us feel like and think that we fell off. I've been doing this, man. But I be trying to make y'all understand that regardless of what, the gangs are here to stay. They're not going nowhere. The gangs are our nephews, our sons, our daughters now, our grandsons, the gangs are here to stay. So now the only thing that you can do is teach them how to survive in this jungle. They're not going nowhere. Because in some cases, they all they got. The man is divided in the house. The woman is divided in the house. And the children are being raised not to respect the man or the woman, by the woman. The men are being raised not to respect the woman. The children are being raised not to respect the woman. But they want us to they want us to follow an Indian woman, a Hindu woman in office. Like, nah, it ain't happening. Somebody said, how many people died after your message? I know how many people lived. What I do know is how many people came in my DM and told me that I changed their life. How many people came and reached out to me and said, yo, I went and got a job. I went and got a house. I stopped hanging out with certain people. A lot of people changed their lives because of the things that I've said out of my mouth. Like, listen, at the end of the day, the streets is over with. The streets is over with. And I'm gonna say this to y'all again. When y'all listen to this nigga,
So you think drill rap is
I killed drill rap. I will go down in history.
Liar.
I killed drill rap.
You're a liar.
I brought out the black consciousness. Well, I killed that shit. King Von Death didn't kill it. I killed that shit.
Liar.
Give credit where credit is due. I killed drill rap. I'm the first American to speak against gangs, Crips, blood, and be brutally disrespectful to it. Nobody have ever said Larry Hoover Nigga, I come out being disrespectful. GD, BD, nigga, you niggas ain't what growth and development. Jeff Ford, Raymond Washington, I'm the first to come with that, nigga. Speaking against evil. And they wanted to kill me for that. In spirit, not in actions. Because no one have ever made an attempt on my life. No one. No one. Want to jack me up. That's why you say that shit. That's how niggas want to do me. But they really don't want to hurt me. They didn't want to jack me up and say, nigga, say you're sorry or make me scared. But nigga, first nigga come out as a black man in America that became an opposition to our culture by way of negative influences.
Do you think you made snitching cool?
Yeah, I did. I made it where.
Now, I'm glad he said that. See, what you got to understand is, right, snitching. New Zealand checking in. How's the GOAT? Thank you for sponsoring this war, family. Appreciate you. Now, let me say this, right? After they just took 2,000 people right out of our lives. Shout out to the agent, the bots, whoever's back there that refused to let me get another 10 and 20 and 30,000 people in the building at one time. Y'all refused to let me rock out like that. Slavery is where snitching came from. Slaves telling on slaves who are trying to escape and get free. We are living in a time, I don't care about street niggas telling on street niggas. I do care about brothers flipping on brothers. When you got a situation like with Little Dirk, and he had a nigga that he was good to, that was supposed to be like his brother, that he gave $50,000 to, that he bought a house for, nah, I ain't feeling that. Absolutely not. Betrayal is a mother. Snitching could go back to the days, as a matter of fact, not just slavery. It could go back to the days of when Jesus was believed to, because Muslims don't believe Jesus died on the cross. We believe that God raised him to the heavens so that he could come back the second time of him getting ready to come back now. But let's go according to the Bible. In the Bible, Jesus was snitched on by Judas. Am I right? Jesus was snitched on by Judas. This man right here hasn't showed us anything but that he's a liar, a fake. You can't believe nothing out of word that he say. He can't be trusted. He has no integrity. The nigga all over the internet chasing woman when he got a wife at home. You all over the woman misrepresenting your wife. Could you imagine being Charleston White's wife? Feeling ugly? Because he actually on TV chasing behind pretty girls while her bald-headed ass is in barbershops with broomsticks protecting him? That bald-headed lady put her life on the line for a nigga that's showing the world that he can't show her off like that because she ain't all that pretty. So he up there on these TV shows, on these YouTube platforms, making his wife feel like shit. And this the nigga got followed? It is what it is, man. The fact that he has a wife is wild by itself. Wow, that is disrespectful. The fact that he has a wife by itself, wow, that was disrespectful. So when a nigga running around and he bragging about snitching, when we started doing that? It ain't cool. That's not cool to tell on your friends. That's not cool for you to go outside and get in trouble. You get caught with a gun. You get caught with some drugs. And you're going to tell on somebody for something that they didn't get caught for because you got caught? You're dirty. Don't nobody want to get told on. You know how many people I know called out of their job saying that they were sick, and they went on vacation, decided to go to Hawaii or go to Puerto Rico, and one of their co-workers went to their Instagram and showed the boss that they was on vacation and got them fired. Nobody likes a snitch. Nobody likes a snitch. Haas looked like Eazy-E and Ice Cube had a baby. Shut up. I got to get my hair braided, but you know what? I'm not ashamed of who I am. I ain't ashamed of my hair thinning. I'm just going to hold on to my last little bit of hair till I can. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I got more hair than some of y'all niggas' wives. Stop playing. Some of y'all niggas know that your wife got that little ponytail. If she take that wig off, she got the little oxtail ponytail. She got to use this. She got to use this little rubber band to tie her hair up and a little oxtail ponytail on the top of her head. Stop playing, man. I ain't mad. Put that wig in the headlock. Stop playing. I got more hair than Charleston White wife. Tell me I don't. Let me see if I can find a picture of Charleston White's wife. Images of Charleston White's wife. Oh, come on, man. No, that's not his wife. See, they starting to show. Come on, don't do that. Images of Charleston White's wife. Let me do it on YouTube. Let me see if YouTube pull it up. Images of Charleston White's wife.
Images of Charleston White's wife.
See, look at the title. Charleston White caught cheating in Miami. That's not his wife. Here we go. Let me screenshot, baby. Here we go. Come on, man. Here we go. Look at him hiding with the broomstick. Talking about he got an open case. You ain't got an open case from hiding, my nigga. She in the front line. That nigga got a big ass mouth. Look at him hiding. Look at him. I feel sorry for his wife. Damn. Y'all talking about my hairline? Yo, y'all really was talking about my hairline? Do you see that hairline? Woo? Yo, I don't know who hairline worse, him or his wife. Now, when you sit back and you analyze it, right? How you think this woman feel? That she got to watch him on other platforms with women that look better than her. And the reason why he's with those other women is because he can't show this. Yo. What's that TV show with is it the Nutty Professor? What Eddie Murphy? No. Is it the Barbershop? Where Eddie Murphy played the bald-headed man? What show is that? Tell me his wife don't look like Eddie Murphy. Tell me Charleston White wife don't look like Eddie Murphy. Coming to America. The niggas working in the... Tell me she don't look like Eddie Murphy in Coming to America when he played the role in the barbershop. That nigga ain't the only nigga that got jokes. Charleston, you ain't the only nigga that got jokes, my nigga. You ain't the only nigga that got jokes, my nigga. Like, nah, I'm not going to tolerate him getting up here talking about he single-handedly took out Drill. No, you didn't, my nigga. You absolutely didn't. You're a liar. Yo, her face tells it all. She looked like she about to, you ain't gonna touch my husband. Look at him. He's smirking like nana boo boo. Yo, he got the nana boo boo face. The nigga got the nana boo boo face with the broom in his hand. You know you only got one swing with that broom. You know that broom gonna break, right? Nigga said, Haas, that's not a woman. Yo, a nigga got the nana boo boo face. Take the what and leave the what? Oh man. Sometimes you gotta get a good laugh. You can't always be serious. You can't always be serious. Damn, I was actually looking for something on my device for y'all. But it is what it is, people. It's time for me to make some dinner for my kids. I might mess around and go live again tonight. We might go live at 9 o'clock. It's time for me to make some dinner for my kids. While my kids pouring in from school, and I'm sitting up here being a bad daddy, entertaining y'all. Y'all stay tuned, man. We gonna go live again. Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. We out.